Something is wrong with you today, and you don't even know it yet. You woke up, checked your phone, scrolled through nothing, felt empty for no reason, and somehow convinced yourself this is just how life feels. But it isn't. Something is being stolen from you daily, quietly, and you keep handing it over willingly. There is a version of you that has never spoken a single word in a room, yet everyone turns. Not because of clothes, not because of money, not because of some rehearsed confidence trick, because of something older, something that lives underneath skin, underneath thought, underneath everything. Think about the last time you walked into a space and felt genuinely powerful, not arrogant, just solid. Like gravity obeyed you differently, like the air itself made room. You remember that feeling, don't you? You felt it once, maybe twice. What if that wasn't luck? What if that was you at full charge? Most men today are running on 3%, like a phone that's been overused since morning, constantly draining into apps that give nothing back. You scroll, you stimulate, you release, you feel hollow. Then you do it again tomorrow. Nobody told you that cycle has a name. Nobody told you what it's costing you. Here is what nobody tells young men. Your body produces something that ancient warriors, monks, sages, and kings treated like liquid gold. Not metaphorically, literally. Civilizations were built around the understanding that this force, retained and redirected, could turn an ordinary man into something the world instinctively respects. They knew. You were never told. The science is not spiritual nonsense. Your semen contains testosterone, dopamine precursors, zinc, oxytocin, prolactin, and neurochemicals that directly govern your drive, your clarity, your magnetism, and your will. When released carelessly and repeatedly, your brain enters a chemical crash. Focus dissolves, ambition dims. That hollow feeling after? That is your future leaking out. But here is where it gets strange, and stay with this, because it happened to someone exactly like you. A man, average by every measure, stopped the cycle for 30 days. He didn't change his clothes, didn't buy a new car, didn't practice speeches in the mirror. But people at work started treating him differently. His boss gave him more responsibility. A woman he'd known for years suddenly saw him as if for the first time. He hadn't changed anything visible, but his energy had shifted completely. His eyes stopped darting. His words became fewer but heavier. His posture wasn't performed confidence. It was something quieter, a stillness that made rooms lean toward him instead of away. That stillness has a source, and you carry it. The reason most men never discover this is because the world is perfectly designed to keep them distracted. Every notification, every algorithm, every piece of digital stimulation is engineered to trigger release, to keep your dopamine system fractured, to keep you chasing tiny hits of nothing so you never build something real. You are not weak, you are targeted. When you stop the leak, the first thing that changes is your mind. Neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to rewire itself, accelerates. Your prefrontal cortex begins to stabilize. You stop making impulsive decisions. You stop needing external approval to feel real. Your internal compass reactivates, and your body follows. Testosterone rises. Not slightly, measurably. Your voice deepens naturally. Your facial structure sharpens. Recovery after physical training accelerates. Your eyes develop a quality. That makes strangers feel like you can see through surface-level pretense. Because you can. Your perception sharpens. Then the strangest thing begins. Your silence starts to carry weight. You notice you no longer feel the need to fill every conversation. You stop laughing at things that aren't funny just to fit the energy of the room. You stop performing. And paradoxically, the moment you stop performing, people become genuinely fascinated by you, who you actually are. Here is a truth that will either change your life or make you uncomfortable enough to click away. The men you find magnetic, the ones who walk into spaces and shift the atmosphere without effort are not lucky. They are not genetically blessed. They are not working some hidden social algorithm. They have simply learned to stop leaking what was meant to be contained and built. Women feel this before they understand it. Their nervous system, wired over millions of years of evolution, is calibrated to detect masculine depth, not muscle, not money, depth, steadiness, the absence of desperation. When you stop broadcasting need, something cellular shifts in how you are perceived. You go from background noise to signal, from static to frequency. Think about a lighthouse. It does not move. It does not chase ships. It does not beg to be seen. It simply stands, burns with its own fire, and the ships come. Not because the lighthouse tried, because the lighthouse is what it is completely, without apology. That is the man semen retention is building inside you right now, whether you know it or not. The ancient world understood this deeply. In Taoist practice, this energy was called Jing, considered the foundation of life force. In Ayurvedic tradition, it was called Oyas, the essence of vitality. Greek philosophers wrote about it. Biblical prophets practiced it. Warriors before battle were required to retain. This is not new knowledge. It is recovered wisdom. Your dopamine receptors, currently flooded and numbed by overstimulation, begin to reset. Things that genuinely deserve excitement start to feel exciting again. Work that once felt impossible becomes compelling. Creative ideas that were buried under the noise begin to surface. You find yourself drawn to building something instead of endlessly consuming everything. Your cortisol, the stress hormone that keeps you anxious, reactive, and emotionally flat, drops. Heart rate variability, a direct measure of nervous system health, stabilizes. Your intuition returns. You start making decisions from a place of centered clarity rather than fragmented impulse. People around you notice, and then something wild happens. The things you used to chase stop feeling worth chasing, not because you become cold, because you become full. A man who is full does not beg. He does not perform. He does not send 3 messages hoping for one back. He moves with intention, and the world rearranges itself around that intention. Fullness is the most magnetic force a man can carry, but you will be tested. Make no mistake. The moment you start holding your energy, the world will throw everything. Temptation will arrive in beautiful packaging. Old habits will knock at 2 a.m. with convincing arguments. Your phone will pulse with the exact stimulation your brain was trained to crave. This is not coincidence. You are tested. Every single day you hold the line, something compounds. Not linearly, exponentially. Day 7 feels different. Day 21 feels like a different lifetime. Day 30 will introduce you to a version of yourself. He was always inside. You were just too depleted to feel him. The most dangerous man in any room is not the loudest. It is not the most decorated or the most impressive on paper. It is the man who has mastered himself, who looks at temptation without flinching, who holds his gaze steady while the world rattles, who has built something internal that no external circumstance can take. That man is a fortress, and you are laying those bricks. Here is what your mission looks like now. Not tomorrow, not when conditions are perfect. Now, you begin treating your energy like what it actually is, the raw material of your purpose. Every time you choose to transmute rather than release, you are making a deposit into the most important account. Not a bank account, your character account, your power account. Stop flirting with your potential. You have been circling it for years, getting close enough to feel it, but never committing fully. This is the commitment, not to a woman, not to an image, to yourself, to the mission your life is about, to the version of you that the people who love you most are still waiting to fully meet. He is nearly here. Hold the line. Your walk will change, not because you practice it, because your center of gravity, internal gravity, shifts. Your gestures slow. Your words become chosen rather than spilled. Your laugh becomes real rather than social. You stop filling silence because silence no longer scares you. Silence becomes your signature, and signatures carry authority. The world does not need more men performing masculinity on social media. It needs men who have gone silent long enough to find what is real inside them. Men who have sat with discomfort and not reached for the phone. Men who have felt the pull of old patterns and chosen differently. Men who are building something in private that will become undeniable in public. You were engineered for this. Not for scrolling, not for temporary release, not for living in reaction to every stimulus the algorithm throws at you. You were built for mission, for focus so sharp it cuts through confusion, for presence so steady that people feel safer just being near you. That is your default setting. You have simply been running on the wrong software. The journey from where you are to where you are being called is not comfortable. Comfort is what got you here. The path forward is narrow, poorly lit, and walked mostly alone. But every step on it builds something permanent. Every act of discipline echoes forward into your future and backward into your ancestors. You are not just saving yourself. You are rewriting what your bloodline becomes. When you walk into that room, and you will, and everything shifts without a single word spoken, you will understand this was never about a technique. It was never about a trick or a strategy. It was about becoming fully, without apology, without performance. Just you, at complete power, standing in your purpose. That man does not need to flirt. The room already felt him arrive. If this reached something real inside you, if some part of you recognized itself in these words, then you already know what to do next. Hit like because this content deserves to find every man who needs it. Share this with someone who is still asleep. Subscribe because what is coming next will go even deeper. And if this genuinely moved you, tap the thanks button. That single act tells the universe, and this channel, that life-changing content belongs in your hands regularly. The line starts now. Hold it.